regarding all the chemical equations. Okay, so today we are going to learn another interesting lesson, acids, bases and salts. Okay, so from since childhood you have been hearing that acids, bases and everything you have been learning about them. But how do you determine without indicators as an acid or a base? So without the indicators, you might have seen many types of indicators such as red litmus paper, blue litmus paper or turmeric. So these type of indicators you might have seen and you have differentiated acids and bases. But without these are indicators, then how are you going to differentiate between an acid or a base is Arrhenius. So Arrhenius have told that an acid is which on electrolysis process it releases H plus ions. Okay, so any type of solution, if on electrolysis if it is releasing H plus ions, then it is called as an acid. Okay, then opposite to that, now on the electrolysis if it is releasing OH minus ions, then it is a base. Okay, H plus ions is an acid or OH minus ions is a base. So this is how you are going to differentiate between an acid or a base. So this was told by Arrhenius. Okay, so he has given this definition for an acid or a base. But generally we see that we have a very common confusion that most of the acids or bases will be transparent liquids or else white color solutions. So it will be very hard to differentiate them as salt solutions or acids or a bases. So to clear our confusion, so there are few indicators which are, some of them are naturally available or as the chemically available indicators or olfactory indicators. So what are these olfactory indicators? Olfactory indicators are which through smell you can say that whether it is an acid or a base. Okay, so this is how you are going to differentiate. So in the natural indicators, we have many indicators such as rose petals or cabbage extract or turmeric. So these all react differently when they are subjected to acids or bases. Okay, so in the chemical indicators, we have two types of chemical indicators, phenolphthalein solution and methyl orange color. Okay, so when this methyl orange color, when it is subjected to acid, it turns to dark red color. Okay, but whereas if it is subjected to bases, it will be turning into yellow color. Okay, so this is the changes shown when they are subjected to methyl orange indicator. But when they are subject to phenolphthalein solution, actually the phenolphthalein solution will be a transparent liquid. So that phenolphthalein solution, when subjected to acid, it will be remaining colorless. Okay, when subjected to acid, it will be remaining colorless. But when base is added, then it turns to pink color. Okay, so you have got the difference. When acid, it is colorless, and in the base it is pink color. So that is the chemical indicators we are going to use. So here in the olfactory indicators we have onion and vanilla. So in this onion, if it is subjected to acid, then it will be remaining the smell. Okay, so whatever the smell, the original smell the onion has, that smell will be remaining when it is subjected to acid. But whereas when it is subjected to base, then it loses its smell. Okay, the onion smell, not the base smell, I am saying the onion. So the onion will be losing its smell, and the same results are shown by the vanilla essence also. So vanilla essence also, when it is subjected to acid, then it does not lose its smell. So vanilla essence will be giving some sweet odor. Okay, so that odor will be not lost when it is subjected to acid. But whereas if the vanilla essence is subjected to base, then it will be gone odorless. Odorless means what? It won't give any such sweet odor. Okay, so this is what about the all types of indicators. So do you all know that we can prepare that litmus paper in our home? Yes, we can prepare litmus papers in our home itself, and with the very low cost and with the products available with you itself. Okay, so here let us know how to prepare the litmus paper, that is red litmus paper and blue litmus paper with the products which are available at our home. So let us see that. So here first let us know about the natural indicator. So that is we have taken turmeric powder, and here in the 2 glasses I have taken little solution of turmeric powder, and I have added little bit of water in it. And this is the calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate is nothing but your base. Okay. And here I am taking little bit of calcium carbonate and adding it into the turmeric powder. So you can see that the color is changing. It is changing to dark red color. Okay, so this is the reaction of base with the turmeric powder. And now let us take the vinegar solution, which is an acid, to the turmeric powder and see it. So this is the turmeric powder and vinegar, and we can observe no color change in the turmeric powder. So here we can say that the natural indicator, which is the turmeric, it is showing no color difference with the vinegar, that is acid solutions. But whereas with the base solutions, it is turning into very red color. Okay, so this is the natural indicator. So now let us start the interesting topic, that is how to prepare your own litmus paper. Okay, so let me keep this apparatus beside, and let me take the paper. Okay, so here I have taken a paper, and here already I have done it. So here there is a plain paper, and let me show you here. So I have taken one of the rose, and here I am rubbing the rose to the paper. So here you can see the paper is changing color. Okay, it is giving nice purple color here. So in the beginning of the lesson also I have told that natural indicator rose petals also will be there. So like that we can use many other flowers also like that, not only rose. So this is how the color change with the rose petals. So here, can you see the nice color change? Okay, so now for this rose paper, now if you are applying lemon, so to the lemon, then it changes to red color. Yes, isn't it interesting? So like this, if you are applying lemon to this, it will be changing into red color. So this forms your red litmus paper. Then how to prepare a blue litmus paper? So blue litmus paper, you can just take this one, the calcium carbonate, which is quicklime. Okay, and you can apply it to it. Can you see the color change? Yes, it is turning into blue color. So let us take some more and let us see that. Wow, very nice color, no? So like that, this color change will be observed. So when you are applying the calcium oxide quicklime to the rose petals. So this is how you can prepare your red litmus. Before going to the experimental procedure, first let us know a small trick. So one simple 4-letter word, that is RBBA. Okay, so what is R is red litmus paper, which reacts with B for base. Okay, and the red litmus paper, when it is reacted with the base, it turns to blue. And the RBBA, so B means again blue litmus paper and A is acid. So blue litmus paper, when it is reacting with acid, it turns to red color. So with this small 4-letter word, you can remember on reacting with which type of solution, which type of litmus paper turns to which color. That is RBBA. So here I have taken already one red litmus paper and a blue litmus paper. So let me check on both the solutions. So one is calcium carbonate we have, another is vinegar solution. Okay, so here, so this is a red litmus paper, right? So here first I am applying vinegar solution. So here I have taken vinegar solution and I am pouring it onto the paper. So is it changing color? No, it is not changing color. So let us see with the calcium carbonate. So here, and I want to say that please don't touch it with the hand, children, for more time, because it may bore holes on your finger. So you take any other like this spoon or anything and you can apply it like this. See here, you can observe the color change, right? See, it is red color, but it is turning into blue color on applying the quick lime. Wow, very nice color. So this is how the red litmus paper is turning when it is reacting with a base. Okay, so here again we have, this is a blue litmus paper, and let us take this same solution and let us see whether it is changing the color. No, it is not changing the color. So let us take here lemon. So we know that lemon will have citric acid. So it is also one of the acids. So we can take that and we can observe it. So here you can observe the color change, children. See how nicely it is turning into red color here. Here also. Okay, so this green color is due to drying up of that calcium carbonate actually. So on to the other side I will show. So very nice color, yeah. Okay, so like this you can see the color change. The blue litmus is turning to red litmus when it is reacting with an acid. So here, this is how the acids and bases react with. So I hope everyone have understood how the acids and bases are reacting with the natural indicators. So if you have any doubts, please comment in my comment section, and more interesting videos are yet to come. So please stay tuned to my channel. Till then, keep observing and keep learning. Thank you.